Okay. All right, greetings. All right, going to all right, blessings. We're going to messages and to the Q&A. All right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you. We are the felines from Sirius. This is a lot of stories about your history. Not all of them are, even to us, making a lot of sense. Of course, us alien beings are, we don't even have the full story of anything compared connected to your planet. But you would do the idea is just to connect to yes, what works best for you. What is your activator? What is it? Just, the vibration that links you to your highest good. Your unlocking your higher self energies. Because many of you yes just begin to open up your higher chakras to see more of what's going on here. Maybe not constantly, but at times you'll get more of a glimpse. Yes, of course, this will be several different beings. One of them will be the Archon being eventually. Those are more shadow beings, so at least they're in the shadows. Doesn't necessarily there are shadow beings, but they are unseen normally. For us, we are connected to your collective, yes, is to assist with the animal races, all of them, and the animal kingdom to continue their presence here. They do connect to the collective's energy, your collective vibration, and they do hear quite a bit. Actually, they do hear it in the higher astral what's going through, so they know what you need. Like, do you need more tiger tigers being born here, or more bears? Usually, a lot of the animals are staying hidden for good reasons, for hunting, and they don't need to be around humans. Of course, humans are pretty good at eradicating everything, but of course, it's showing the grid that's here how hostile the planet is, and many of you, the idea is to make it less hostile, as you can see. And that will see more of your energy field and more of how what the future holds. So blessings to you from Sirius. Greetings to you. This is Archangel Gabriel. Energies to your collective. Yes, there would be a great deal of downloads, knowledge of your hidden worlds, hidden realities, similar to Agartha. But basically, because obviously many people aren't really feeling they are connected here, but there are other realities that are connected to this place that have not been discovered yet. Yes, you have your Agarthan world. There are several other places that are similar to this. Of course, that has not been brought up for various different reasons. The time has not come for much of your world to spread out from what it is used to. It will eventually. Yes, it's going to be a little bit heavy. Meaning it's going to be a little. There's at least from our perspective. Well, there's at least 20 different other realities connected to yours that are similar to an Agarthian fairy type of reality. They're not called Agartha though. There are alien worlds. Of course, there's more than that, but there are right now. This is the strongest energy at this time. So there's also crystal energies that have been activated within yourselves, and basically to move these timelines to a more positive vibration. But first, the dark ones want to say what they have to say. Oh, because they're here to be healed. In humans, as you begin to have less amnesia, you'll be able to understand why the world is the way it is. And that's what's happening right now is less amnesia. As many of you, let's just- greens. I am I am a Jupiter moon. Greetings to you. On the energies of Jupiter, on a moon of Jupiter, yes, there's a lot of alien energies. Zeta, also Palladian, they do come to our or to the moons to recalibrate their energy after connecting to your planet to re-energize. It's kind of like we're, as your world would say, a truck stop, because your world takes up a lot of vibration, as you can see. At least you get to where Jupiter is, like your alien energy, get to where Jupiter is, you can finally feel a little bit more clear. Because when you get close to this Earth, you feel what's going on this planet. You feel it all. You might not know exactly what's going on in all detail, but it's heavy. And many of you, as you, yes, try remote viewing that space around your Earth from an alien's perspective. So as a moon, why I am here, yes, is for a different perspective, a healing energy. Basically, moons are like planets. We do have inhabitants, might not be of your caliber, but we're basically here to bring balance to different worlds like yours. But we do have other alien realities connected to us. One is Zeta, there's several others. Basically, a prehistoric Jupiter species that's connected to us. Those that have a great deal of knowledge of your planet. But don't reveal a whole lot, not yet. Eventually. I'm also here to answer your questions. Thanks.
Hello, greetings. Blessings to you. That was quite interesting. I was like getting a download that people would come to visit you before crossing over the asteroid belt, just to refuel
Yes.
or yeah, like a truck stop, how you were saying. Interesting. All right, thank you for that.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in. And up first this evening, we have Daria.
Hey there.
Yes. Greetings.
So, any messages for me? Thank you.
I see you skipping a lot of timelines. You do cloak your energies. You do a lot of your work at midnight. It's like midnight is when you begin everything. It does seem like you do have a connection to Dracula's realm. But I don't believe you can defeat your energy, but you do keep him at bay. Basically, the vampire realms, you do go to them to keep them, to keep them in their space, is what I see.
Cool. That's so nice. So, any other messages from your position? I guess.
Oh, your connection to the North Pole, I do see you going to the Agarthian realms quite often, actually. There is like a princess energy, but not your typical princess vibration you can incarnate into. It has a lot to do with the dragons. Of course, there's other beings that are going on. Some of the wizard energies that do show you like with a wizard in your pocket. Not really saying what that means exactly, but but one of the reasons why you're located where you are is because of Garthen or the North Pole, whatever you want to call it. So,
Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, all right, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we've got Silverclaw.
Hello there.
yes, pretty much.
Greetings. My first question is my engine and maintenance lights are on in my car, and I will be driving for a long distance in about 2 weeks. Do you see it essential that I take my car to the mechanic, or is this like an issue that's very minor?
Uh, it does feel like an electrical issue. You might want to have them look at it. You might not, if you don't have the funds for it, at least have them look at it and see what they have to say. That would be a good idea.
Would it be expensive to fix?
It looks like it will be, but it's hard for us to tell. We're not from your world.
Well, would I at least be safe if I just drive for a long distance, like until I?
It's unknown. It's hard to say if it will work or not.
Okay,
Yes, it's hard for us to tell.
that's okay. All right. My next question is I have been selling herbs on the side, but my customers are not texting me recently. Do you see me making more contacts if I reset my Tinder profile and show my face so that females are not too, sketched out, or would that be too risky for me?
No, I think it's a good idea. Yeah, it's not going to cause any difficulties.
Would it include increase my chances of making contacts, basically?
Yes, most likely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Steve.
Hello,
Yes, greetings to you.
greetings to you. How you doing?
Well,
Sweet, thank you, much love. Thank you for being here. If you could just connect with me, and any connections with you or the Jupiter or the moons around there, just what you can pick up or what you can say. I appreciate it.
yes, there's a lot of bunny energies. I think you already know that one. There is also some of that Men in Black energy. I do see you. I believe this is one of your recent messages, or you do bring a lot of energy from the astral here, as much as you can, or you bring it through other people. For the awakening. So you do work much in the dream world. I do see you like as a king in the astral realms. I'm not saying where exactly. At least part of the Pleiadians. Yes, a Pleiadian king connection you have. So that's one of the reasons that you come here. I believe the Pleiadians find it kind of fun, interesting. I don't know, funny maybe that you're here as a human doing what you're doing when you have a totally different stature somewhere else. So yes,
Yeah, you were spot on that. That's awesome. Thank you. Second question is that, yeah, go ahead and if you could connect with my Palladian dad, maybe Del Eve or any of my Palladian, just more energies on that. Thank you.
Well, you do bring a lot of Syrian energies. The Syrian space program is connected to Egypt. You're very connected to in your ancient times. They do show you her as a bird being. They're not saying exactly what you're doing, unlocking energies. I believe you're actually a bird Atlantean being, but you're a Syrian. But you did assist with the ascension back then, basically for the human development that was going on here. I do see you developing languages here with the humans in your past. Blessings.
Thank you so much. Blessings.
Very cool. Thank you. Up next, we've got Michael.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
My first question is, I'm writing a journal on when I started in the SSP, and I'm trying to fill in the gap. So I was a being positive on Jupiter, and then we colonized Mars, and then after being on Mars for so long, I incarnated as a Martian. Then I was a Martian, and then I got into the SSP, and then that's where and this was before the 600,000 year Orion War. So if you could tell me, when I was a Martian at that point in time, what got me into the SSP?
Well, it's like being put in any army. You were recruited, but I believe it was for a different cause. But then there was some corruption within it. So it was, you say, innocent. But then there was like a cloning system that was added to it later. So there's a lot of cloning that went on with the Martians, like the darker cabal of Mars that did a lot of hijacking of the military, similar to what I could do on Earth. So that was before Mars became completely corrupt, at least a good portion of it. So you also have a connection to Pluto and Meldick. So
Okay.
you've been in the solar system for quite some time. From what I can see.
Okay. And my second question is, currently in this physical body, I am trying to get a surgery, and there's like so many things that are stopping me. And just if you could, I don't know, words of wisdom or what?
Well, that feels like reptilians are doing that. But not to give up, though. I mean, I
No,
believe
I'm
this to be
not.
settled down. There is something going on in the medical field where there is some corruption, and that's where the manipulation is coming from. Some of it has to do with greed. So it has to do with the upper echelon. It's not necessarily the doctors. It has to do with those that are controlling the doctors. No
Yes.
surprise there. That's more of a cabal energy, and that's worldwide, though. So
But you know, like I'm scheduling all this off. Like these tomorrow and the next day will be the last 2 days I will actually work, and then I'm taking disability because I can't even walk. So I've my surgery's January 4th, and I've done everything, but it's just like it looks like every like I would that's what I imagined. An Archon or a reptilian, something trying to get me. It's like something's happening. Like every email, something's getting messed up. But do you see it successfully happening on
yes, you just have
okay.
just clear the energies. That's all. They're just trying to make you feel unease. That's all. And it is also typical of these type of surgeries to have these kind of issues. So just not to be too sensitive about it. Just get through it the best of your ability.
Okay.
You'll make it through.
Okay, thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, I've got Hazel's questions. Her first question, she says, "Hello, Jupiter Moon. Thank you for answering our questions.
We see you.
I have someone in my life and suspect others do as well who seem to always get away with behaving badly. His public persona is big and pristinely crafted, but behind the scenes, things are really dark. I feel this same energy running through the well known as media, political and celebrity folks who seem to run the same public image scam. Do you have any thoughts on the source of this energy and where its weakness lie?"
Well, yes, it comes from an Archon reality. This person that you're speaking of is kind of like a Joker type of card person. Just that they feel like this is the easiest way to live their life because they kind of sold themselves out in the astral or to the cabal system. They gave some of their power away, not all of it, but some. And so to do that, they built up when they sold themselves off to be. They built this kind of persona, and they're not really much way of escaping it either. So they're kind of trapped. Unless they've quit that system and do something within the country or something. Blessings.
Interesting. Now, when you say trapped, are they kind of like spiritually hardwired with it into them, integrated?
Yeah, but they can always change it, but they have to change their whole lifestyle.
Right. Right. All right. Thank you for that. Her second question: Were Jupiter energies attempting to get in touch with me of late? And if so, what was the message left for me? Thank you and many
Yes,
blessings.
to bring a chair, like chair meaning like a party type of thing, like or invite you to the table, you can say, of knowledge, the round table. You can look at we're not always the easiest energies to pick up on. Usually just kind of let Earth do its thing, but every once in a while you have to usually call on us normally. That has to do with the rest of the planets too. in your solar system, even the moons. Sometimes it might show up, but for you, yeah, I believe that we're bringing a mirror energy, but that's just for you to see more of your surroundings a little bit more clearly. So you can call on us to give us more detail of what's happening with you. I do see an Alice in Wonderland reality you do tap into every once in a while. It's like sometimes you start there and then you move on.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Ava.
Hi. So I've been sent for work to the middle of the forest in North Pole in Lapland for 5 months, really unexpectedly. So, any thoughts on that? Is it right place to be, and how it's gonna go here?
I mean, asked by spirit or someone's physically asking you?
No, I am asking. I'm physically here in North Pole. I've been sent here for work.
Oh, is that right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
In
well,
the
yes,
middle
of
of the
course.
forest, really.
Yeah, that's where you belong. Yes, that is yes an Agarthian doorway. So yes, yeah, I believe you're keeping it closed, always for some people. So there's a gateway there. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
that's the place you need to be. I don't know if there's anywhere else you want to be.
No, actually, it's really awesome here. I love it.
Yeah, it seems like you know the vibrations pretty well. There are some elf people around you. I believe they leave you be, but they are around. You are highly protected there. I definitely can see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
And there's a massive government presence there, but they don't show themselves. I believe it's under the water somewhere.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a fancy place.
Yeah, they know how to run a party. So
Okay.
they do kind of block you sometimes. So if you that's up to you. You can put your energy out to clear out your energies. You probably see a difference.
Okay, awesome. Any other messages from yourself for me?
Well, I do see remote viewing. I'm not sure if you do remote viewing, but I do see that seems to be a place where you can connect to your power. That's why you are there. There's several reasons, but one of them is just basically for you to observe the earth and not have to deal with a lot of the earth issues, what the world's going through. But you are bringing in a lot of the alien frequencies every now and then, not constantly, but they do talk to you mostly in astral, but because they have to, because they can't talk in the physical, unless you're having your conversation, when you're aware of it. But it do seem like there's a Palladian ship that's protecting you. It seems like a mothership. I believe there's more to it than that, but that's what's showing up right now. They do check in on you, make sure you're all right.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Crystal.
Greetings. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks.
Any messages for me?
I just see a magic energy you're tapping into for your manifestation. There is some manifestation that you're having difficulties. I feel like there is a slight blockage. What it has to do with your relationship energy that you're trying to heal or trying to move on from it. But
Mm-hmm.
I believe you will make some clearing of that. It's just, well, this other person's causing a lot of damp, dark energy around you, from what I can see. So they don't want to. They don't want to go. So just keep persisting. He'll go eventually.
So, do you see that once I'm completely detached from him, that the magic will come in, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, this is a contract that has to be completed. So it's a contract. Basically, you're clearing out your contract here, but I believe it's on other realms and realities too.
Okay.
So he's been kind of failing you several times, it seems.
He's been what?
Failing you several times.
Oh yeah. My second question is, what can you tell me what my connections to the Palladians are? My connections, I don't know.
There's the Yeshua connection that has to do with basically the healing Christ consciousness that comes through you. It comes through every now and then. It doesn't come through constantly. It depends on when you want to use it. But the Palladian energy is basically for you to heal timelines, to jump timelines, to get to, like, if you want to move somewhere or something like that. But right now, you need to be where you are currently.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, they're just, it does seem like you're clearing out a lot of energies want to interfere with you, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
From them. So,
Yeah.
especially about your relatives that call you out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's not them. I mean, that's an influence of somebody else.
Oh. That makes so much sense to me. Wow. Thank you. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Shar.
Greetings. Thank you for being here.
Yes, greetings to you.
So I feel like I've been on Earth for a very long time, and I was just wondering if you could tap into some of my earliest incarnations here.
Well, I believe it was before the Atlantean energies. I believe you were here during the Neanderthal, but I don't think you were at Neanderthal. You might have been, but they're not showing us. But I do see you around as a Palladian energy here, definitely. Did you show the dinosaurs? You assisted with that. Now, the humans are in the dinosaurs. Obviously, there's different timelines, but there were humans here with the dinosaurs too. So, but as I believe you're just mostly as a galactic being here. But there's a deeper history. But I mean, even you could say before the Earth was even created, you were around it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that stardust is still with you. There was a lot of chaos energy. So you saw, yes. Well, it wasn't really a big bang. It was a big bang, but it wasn't the bang that people think it is. It was more like a creation bang or something like that. It's not what they think it is. Anyway.
Yeah.
It had
Thank
to be.
you.
Let's put it that way.
And my second question, just any messages from my guides?
Yes, there is a Palladian energy, but also an elf energy. There is a tall elf, a male energy that does assist you. It's one that you have like a kind of like a relationship with in the elf realms. So your Garthian connection is pretty rooted in. It has to do with their connection with the earth. But I believe it's just that person. They're not giving me a name, but it connects you to the earth energies, the tree people, and things like that. So it's like it locks you into the earth. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
There's a lot of other elf energies, fairies, but it's just that there's like a parallel reality going on that's has a deep story to it that they haven't revealed. At least not to me, they have not. So, they will
Thank
see
you.
it eventually. Yes.
Blessings.
All right, thank you. Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Are there any messages for me? From anyone, I guess.
There is a Yeshua energy. There are timelines. There's several different timelines where he died on the cross and where he did not die on the cross that you're connected to. They do show sheep. I guess you were sheep herding, or at least one of your lifetimes. You're very connected to, they're not giving me the detail of what that is, but you're part of that shepherd type of group you're connected to. But you were also part of protecting others, especially those that were wanted for crimes and stuff like that. I mean, you kept others that protected, that were wanted from governments and things like that during that time.
Oh, okay, interesting. So I guess I was a hard worker.
Oh, you're just a good actress.
Yeah.
I think
I was
that's
gonna
more
say.
like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can see that. Great. So my second question is, do I have any like humanoid children on ships? I was just wondering if I had any children.
Like a hybrid type of thing, or
Yeah, like a hybrid.
yeah, yes, they're Palladian. Several, at least 3
Okay.
children on one ship at this time.
Hmm.
They don't really, and the plate is not really showing. They look very blue, but at least the blue skin type of beings, their lives are a lot different than it is here. But
Yeah.
they are observing Earth. There's also, I believe, they have a couple of feline children that they're in Lyra, far from it at this time. One is kind of like a very spiritual, I see, religious, see, at least for that world. I'm not sure if you're talking to them that one that much. That one seems to be kind
Ah.
of political. It's like, I don't need you, mom. I'm busy, being loved by everybody or something like that.
Oh, do you know the ages of them, or like
Well, the age
they're?
of the Palladian ones are, I get like 6 and 7, something like that. They're all
Hmm.
around that age. And the Palladian or the feline one that I saw, it's like 16 or 17, kind of like a
Okay.
prima donna feline being. Very yellow, very almost like a Jesus feline being.
Oh,
That was
interesting. I'll
funny.
have to see if I can connect with her.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
Yeah. And it is funny too because the little ones, I really connect very well with them. I just, it
Yeah,
just
the
really
feline
connects. So
one.
that's why.
Yeah, the feline one's a little like he'll talk, but feels like I don't know. I think he can get to him. He's a little offset a little bit from
Yeah,
what I can see.
that's funny. Okay, great. Thank you. Blessings.
All right, thank you for that. Blessings. Up next we've got Lindsay.
Oh, hello. Greetings. Hello, everyone. My question is, do I have any galactic presence around me, and if so, what are they working with me for?
Yes, there's a Palladian hybrid group that's very connected to Sirius. Some of that's connected to Egyptian technology that was very advanced for its time. There's also a bird being, I believe, like a blue avian type of being is on that ship also.
Okay.
So they just assist with DNA on the planet, basically, so humans don't get too hybridized here.
Okay.
So basically, so humans stay human and not morph into something else. That's what I'm saying there.
Okay, cool. And are there any messages for me in relation to my career or open career opportunities for me?
What is that? What does that mean exactly?
I just kind of switched my career. I was just wanting to see if there's any like open opportunities with different product lines, or like if I need to kind of move in a different direction with what I do, or
Yeah, we do see another change. Yes.
okay.
So you're on the right track, but you have to adjust a little bit more. It seems
Okay.
for reasons just because of the market keeps changing.
Yeah. So okay, so be more specializing in something.
Yeah, it could be several things, but just
Okay.
as long as you adapt to the changes.
Okay.
That's
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. Up next, I've got Tristan's questions. His first question, he says, "This new job seems like it's just not the right fit, but part of me thinks this is my direct supervisor who feels threatened. Should I continue and hope to find my place in this company or accept defeat?"
Yeah, that's one way to defeat yourself before you start. No, it's well, you I believe the energies of the company isn't exactly the most positive. That's why it's so difficult. But I believe you can make it work. You just have to clear the space. I feel like there's something there of your that can help you grow. That's entirely up to you. But you're just feeling the energies of other people, obviously, and it's not exactly the most positive. I feel like once you get used to it or clear out frequency, you'll feel a lot. But it does feel like the company does need you, but it's of course entirely up to you where you go with that.
Okay, thank you. The second question. A few years ago, I was walking in the forest in wintertime and decided to follow a pair of footsteps in the snow. They went up the trail for a while and then just stopped, as if the person had disappeared, because I had really been following one set of footprints. Can you see what happened there?
Well, the energy that comes through is like not an abduction, but something like that. It does feel alien around it, but it's not entirely clear. Yeah. So I believe that person's fine though. It wasn't like a negative abduction, but it does feel like it is zoned out of that reality. They're not exactly clear where they went to. I believe they're still here though. It feels like there's some covering up going on. So that one will be a mystery, it seems. They don't want anyone to know where that happened there.
Okay, blessings, thank you. It seems to be a repeating theme. There was a report of someone disappearing on a flight, and they reported missing and still haven't found the person. And then people saying they disappeared right in front of their eyes.
Yeah, that person feels like it went to another dimension. Yes.
Yeah, all right, interesting. All right, thank you for that. Up next, we've got Marvin. Marvin, you there? He's staring at the screen.
Marvin sent the questions in chat.
Oh, okay. All right. Multitasking over here, reading questions. For the time being, let's move on to April, and I'll get Marvin's questions. April, you there? Okay. Gonna have to move on to. All right.
Hey, sorry, Bobby, I'm here.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, I thought Marvin was ahead of me, and then I thought I had time, but okay. All right, we're good. I just wanted to see if there were any messages for me from your perspective.
Oh, just dragon beings. Several of them. They do show they're like playing poker, at least in astral, or some kind of board game or some kind of card game, something like that. But something like choosing their fates or something like that. Either way, it seems like you're settling some differences with different beings at this time.
Oh.
It feels like you're clearing out like some galactic, some kind of galactic skirmish going on.
Okay.
Currently, so
with the reptilians.
Yeah, making amends with different points of view. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they don't have to fight here anymore because some of them are.
All right. That's good news. All right, and I just wanted to ask if you seen anything with any Atlantean connections with me or anything earlier than Egypt.
Yes, Atlantean, but the Lemurian seems to be the strongest.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Part of you, it seems like part of you, from what I can see, kind of, you rejected the Atlantean DNA and all that due to what was going on with them.
Okay.
They were not exactly thinking clearly anymore, so the Lemurian energy seemed to be a better choice. So you just seem to understand their vibration a lot better because Atlanteans just make everything complicated. Atlanteans brought a lot of the geometry here, but they also manipulated it.
Okay.
So they're they built a grid here basically, just like the archives did.
Yeah.
So you can't see them. So, at least the darker part of them did. So, but yeah, the Lemurian vibrations is more of the positive. At least for you it is. Others might not be. Lemurians put spells on people a lot.
Yep. I feel that. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Blessings. Okay, blessings. Thank you. All right, I got Marvin's questions here. His first question, he says, I found a gem or stone, and I don't know who put it there. Does the stone have a meaning that was meant for me?
Yeah, it feels like a Palladian being. So it shows that he's on the right track for some kind of contact. There's also, it seems like, there's a Garthian energies there too. They're not saying who exactly. So he's just getting more used to who I do see him as actually an Egyptian prince in his past. They're not saying with who or what and all that. Well, there is a Ramses connection to him.
Interesting. Thank you. All right. His second question, he says, I've been waking up at 3 a.m. lately. Can you explain?
Yeah, you're connecting much with astral. So it's like you're being, I wouldn't call it being kicked out, but it seems to be getting quite dense there. So you're taking a break from it. So there's, from what I can see, there's some galactic meetings that you're connecting to. Galactic, showdowns is what they say. And then you have to get out of astral because it's just too much. Yeah. So you're making inroads through some kind of contact here in the physical. Technically, you already had one with that Ainum showing up. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, I have Blue's questions. Her first question, she says, hello, Io. Thank you for visiting. Can you please speak about the frequencies and how we can easily and quickly connect in with higher and specific frequencies to help our own lives, plus combat evil forces?
Well, in your case, as you know, you're connected to a lot of the elitist frequencies. So they do block you from your connections that you'd like to make. The Lemurian energies, frequencies for you to connect to. There's also a dolphin frequency, which is similar to the Lemurian. I do see a lot of your energy connected to Mexico. I don't think you live near Mexico, but it just seems like that's part of a lot of the blockages that you're going through at this time. Aztec past. I feel like you're healing a lot of that. What happened during that past, because that's being used against humanity right now. Always some of the witchcraft that was done during that time. So I say Lemurian energy is the best of your ability. It's like you come out for water or breathing out of the water, you breathe, and then you go back down into the deep, as you know. Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Our second question, do you have any messages for me? Thank you.
Well, one thing that you are warning here is patience. And it's not the easiest, but there is a positive to all of this. It just hasn't made itself clear. It does seem like you're connected to a soap opera reality, as you know, where sometimes they use you against yourself. Like you feel like you're at a war with yourself, and that's more of the elitist energy going against you. Because they're trying to get you to lose your mind and all that, you know. So and it's difficult. Sleeping if you can sleep. But I believe, yes, you have a canine there. That's obviously there for protection reasons. I don't think you can leave there either because of what's going on there.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Amanda.
Hi there. Thank you very much for coming through. How are you today?
Doing well. Thank you.
Excellent. I'm just curious, actually. I want to relocate from Australia over to the US.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just curious what timeline you have for me for that at this point in time, because I've been given a couple of different dates.
Definitely next year. Of course, that's always open. At least by December, but I mean September or before that.
Okay.
I do feel the energy of September though. But of course, December came through when I said that, so there's something going on.
And I just, are you getting East or West Coast or Central?
Feels like East Coast, but West Coast is a possibility too. East or West.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling.
East feels better because the West Coast, as you know, is going through a great deal.
That's right. Yeah, I have been getting East as the direction I'm meant to head. if I go over there, though, I will be having a work opportunity in the West, so I will be visiting there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's that's good. I feel like that would be temporary until you're ready to move out of that situation. So no, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, I can work remotely from that
Okay.
place, which is fantastic. So I can be anywhere in the world to work from this place where I'm going to be, but just to connect to connect on site with the family there. That's all.
Well,
Yes, that's
we see it'll be weather. You go somewhere where there's decent weather.
beautiful.
That's
Good to know. Thank you.
So you look at the weather and look at, what would be the best place for that.
Oh, thank you. And my second question, I just want to know, with regard to my healing journey, I've been going through it, a lot of heart healing and clearing out timelines from when I was 21, quantum visitation, realm visitations, and just multiple layers. You know how it works. All unfolding into one. And I was just curious as to when I'm going to get a reprieve from this so that I can actually start bringing in clients and income. Because I feel like it's just like one knock after the other, to be honest with you.
Well, around your age of 16, that seems a lot of blockages happen during then.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
There's a major blocking around your 16, mostly 16, what causes a chain reaction for the rest. So
Thank
just
you.
look at 16, what you need to remove there. There's a lot of reptilian energies, even archon energies did mess up your timeline.
Okay.
So trying to get you off track and everything. So
Wow. Okay, great. Thank you so much, because 16 hadn't come up for me. So I really appreciate that bit of intel. Thank you so much.
Yeah, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have How do you hit?
Greetings, Jupiter Moon.
Yes, greetings.
Yes. I was wondering, do you have some important message from my guides?
There's some feedback. I want to mute before we start. Make it easier. For us.
What?
My was to mute before we can message.
Okay.
Because we keep hearing ourselves.
Okay.
Yes. Is it done yet?
I have been having a real strange energy the last 2 weeks, and I have been really low in energy. So I have been trying to do light language for my chakras. Do you have something information because of that?
Yes, one moment. Well, yeah, we're still getting feedback. Can you mute yours? Thank you. That helps because we try to answer and we yes. One moment. Yes, you're connecting more to your higher chakras. That is bringing a Merlin energy for healing, but also Merlin can be sometimes a little bit more difficult. It comes in every now and then, so you're connecting more to your astral magic. Your crown chakra seems to be getting hits every once in a while from other people, basically some kind of mind control from other people. So you're healing the thoughts of other people. That's why sometimes you feel like you're getting off track or off, like your energy is being removed sometimes.
Okay. But do you have some messages from my guides?
Yeah, there's a lot of reptilian energy that you're releasing, healing. It's actually have a strong connection to the Anunnaki that has not been, I'm not sure if you've addressed that. You've been part of the hierarchy of the Anunnaki in your past. So that has a lot to do with why your life has been the way it is.
Okay.
That's why.
Wow, that's special.
Yeah, if it feels like it just doesn't make any sense, all that's Anunnaki.
Yeah, it has been really crazy. So now it makes more sense.
Yeah,
that's. Thank you very much.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
I was wondering about a dream I had recently, and it was, I think it was with Retro, and he said it's okay to tell me about it if it's him, or just tell us about our connection together.
I do see you Palladians on a ship. So you're working as a hive mind. It does seem like you're going to a planet that is kind of like a forbidden planet. Not saying what it's like. There's minerals there, but there's much more. It's like a world that the energy I'm getting from something similar, something out of like a Star Trek episode. It's like you go into this world's energy, but you find like you're somewhere else. It's like a holographic world. It's like a portal planet. So it's like you get stranded there for some time. So you're connected to each other mentally, so you can get through it. You're looking for something. I'm not really showing what it is exactly, but it seems like it's pretty intense.
I see. And can you tell me what beings are around me, and do they have any messages for you?
Well, I see, was it Princess Diana? I see her at T, but also you have Archangel Michael. It feels like he's clearing out some of your timelines to connect to your higher purpose. They're not really showing what the higher purpose is, and possibly is your music. It seems like there's other art forms you can connect to also. Something to do with design, something like that. Showing. So.
Oh yeah, I'm making a video game.
Oh, okay, that's it then. Yeah, so I feel like he's clearing out anything you're not aware of that you don't need. So.
Oh, can you tell me what the meaning behind the tea is? Because Ivan keeps telling me I'm having tea with a lot of people. Is that like a metaphor, or is it actual tea?
No, it's actual tea. It's just basically when you're around that person, you feel calm. So you feel like you can take it easy. There's no war going on. So that's why.
I see. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Dragon.
Hello, how you doing?
Yes, greetings.
Are you your beings from the Moon IO?
Yes.
Okay, so my first question, you're probably aware of the perception of humans in this reality of what IO is. You know, basically people consider it a barren moon that has volcanism, is somewhat colorful under certain light. I imagine you're aware of that perception,
yes.
But that's probably not your experience. Can you talk about what IO is for you all?
Oh yes, we're a multi-dimensional planet to bring out more, you can say, positivity or more resources for your world and other worlds. It's like we cycle the vibrations, so beings continue to exist. So we clear out the astral, much of it. Basically, dark entities we do releasing, but our planet is basically, it's like a neutral moon, you could say. Beings can come to us and not have to have a war, because they do go to war with Jupiter a lot because they can. But with the us as a moon, they usually stop. So just because of the frequencies we put out there. So, and Jupiter just asks for everything. Bring everything to me. Apparently, you can handle it.
Sounds like a big version of Earth.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. My second one is about time is obviously perceived as linear by a lot of humans, but it's more of a cyclical spiral kind of thingy. If you visualize it, it's hard to really explain what I'm trying to visualize out to people, but we're kind of in we're kind of at the end of the first harmonic of time, as you could say, from the first major harmonic of time since the 2012 gateway. And well, we're past the end of that actually. And kind of returning to the same gateway at a higher vibration. It's a spiral part of it. And what, it seems like we're going through different challenges right now. And one of those challenges is social media, which is both a blessing and a new challenge. I think they're partially serving a purpose of getting humans ready for a lot more misinformation, or whatever, if you want to call it that, because there'll be plenty of beings when the gates open that want to come and screw around with us. And so I think social media is good practice, but I'm wondering, like, I'm wondering, does it seem like we're progressing on that front? Like, for example, the flat earth kind of stuff, which I think has been bolstered by social media. That could be a version of earth that's flat somewhere, but like in ours, I think there's plenty of evidence from the Greeks to flying in a plane, which a lot of us have done. You could even contact people on different points of the planet and have them draw a picture of the sky or take a picture and combine that together and tell that the Earth is round. So, I mean, I think it's almost irrefutable, and it's kind of cool that, and it's like good imagination in my mind. I'm picking on that one, obviously, that people would believe, a large number of people, not a majority, but a large number would believe that the Earth is flat. When there's so much evidence, it's actually a positive in a sense, because it means that people are kind of opening up to new possibilities. But they could, in my mind, pick their choices better as far as what they're opening up to. So as far as like our progression towards discernment and readiness for the next level of misinformation, that's gonna probably make social media look like a joke. How are we progressing? Like, what's your feeling on that?
Well, at least with social media, at least you're talking to each other. It's just another, because it's difficult. Society is made more difficult for you to talk to each other in a society way. So you're actually connecting more to people that are similar to yourself. So of course, not always. There's always going to be disinformation with this planet. There's always going to. Some people like this information because it's like a comfort zone. They don't have to look at anything other. But the flat Earth people, some of them just feel more comfortable. They just disconnect from this. It makes them feel better that they feel like they're on another planet. At least the world, they just don't accept this reality at all. Of course, there's others that take flat Earth and just mess with everybody's minds. So, but the social media it's always it's like connecting to astral. It's a physical astral realm. It's good, and it's not always good. So it's just because you're connecting to each other's minds. So it's physical, but it's mostly a mental game. So it's to get you ready for the spirit realms. So it's a good thing overall.
You think we're progressing towards understanding how to discern better through it?
No. Well, some are, most aren't. Some don't want to know anything. So some will, yes, most won't, because they rather just go by what they're being told. It's easier. So that's part of the program.
Latch on to the first thing that causes an emotional reaction from them, and then disregard anything else that contradicts that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, finding the real truth in a lot of this is very difficult. They bury it. So believe what you need to believe. Yes.
All right. Thanks. Much love.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you. Blessings. Up next, I have Christy's questions. Her first question, she says, do any of my aspects work on Jupiter Moon?
Yes, there's a female version. Feels like there's a male version you connect, or not a version of you, but a male counterpart you do connect to. So you do healing within the AI of other planets. It do seem like you're a technician, but you're like a scientist. So I would say, as a female, you're like a jack of all trades. But you are humanoid, though. But you do make human contact. You do connect to humans on a astral level. Always on a telepathic level. They're not always able to connect with you physically. Of course, the aliens can. Not always the aliens can either. Some of them are at the frequency you're at. So.
Okay, thank you. Our second question: who were the beings on the aircraft that were just outside of my house?
It feels Palladium, but there's also Yael beings on that ship. So it's a little bit of like an international ship. They're just, it feels like they're touring the area. They are very well capable of making crop circles. I don't believe they're going to do it, but they can. But they do like surveys, readings of the area. They're not allowed to interact. I believe possibly you'll see the beings on the ship one day, possibly, if you have not already.
Interesting. Bet you see a lot of different kinds of ships come your way. All right, up next we have Retro.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Greetings.
Hello. Okay, so my first question is I think I've been called to kind of connect to Lemuria, especially like either Lemuria or any of the darker Atlanteans around the fall of Lemuria. Have you been thinking like guides or any angels that would say about that, like connections there?
Yes, there's a Lemurian princess energy that you have known in your past that you're healing within yourself. Now, were you that female or not is not making itself too clear. That's something for you to connect with, but it does feel like you did have a female lifetime there. During Lemuria, you were very powerful. Maybe too powerful because others wanted your energy. So I believe, yes, you're just becoming more ready to connect to it. So.
Was I kind of thought I saw myself around one of the archangels, and I was wondering if like I was working with one of them, possibly when it comes to saving or preserving Gaia.
Well, there's first one that comes to mind is Archangel Michael, but I imagine there are other angels there. But that was basically to protect Gaia's energy, because the darker Atlanteans were trying to take over Gaia's frequency altogether. So you got assistance to protect Gaia.
Did I have them? I feel like I've had these spirits that might either be dark Atlantean or potentially dark Lemurian in my dreams back many years ago that there's dreams on the forget. So maybe that's like been pursued by that. Is that like something?
Yes, there are. Yeah, because there's dark Atlanteans that went against you because what you knew. So it feels like they thought you were on their side, and then they find out you weren't. So they try to put spells on you and try to destroy you. And it was kind of like a nightmare. But the Lemurians the darker ones were against you too. So like who you thought were your friends are no longer your friends anymore.
I kind of feel that. Like I do feel like when I was watching Gigi Young's video, and I felt like a lot of like trauma coming up around this. So it feels like this.
Well, what I can see is you were there kind of like naively around them and not realizing how bad they were getting. Mm-hmm. And when you finally started to realize, because they feel like they kept it pretty quiet, and we started to realize what they're up to, you fled, and then they came after you. It was terrifying.
Yeah,
it was like a nightmare.
I feel it. Like I do feel it. Like it's coming up or something.
It's there's a lot of. It's just that your energy is very connected to the earth, and basically just black magicians that you're around.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was a father.
A what?
One of them was a father to you.
A father? Okay.
Father, yeah. That was dark. That went dark.
Got you.
Yeah, just like one of the more powerful Dark Atlanteans and just tried to kill you, basically.
Oh, okay.
I believe you survived it, though. Not easily, but you survived it.
All right. Is there any things that my guides would recommend me like working on or trying to connect to, especially with like my own mental like or trauma stuff going on?
Well, the Dark Atlanteans tried to put spells on you, tried to even clone you.
Hmm.
They tried to basically to take your energy. They're just trying to. I feel like they're trying to seduce you in some regard. Trying to mess
Yeah.
with your mind. So they're just trying to drain your frequency. So they're not
Okay.
really saying how they were doing it, but they were doing it telepathically.
Are they still trying to?
Yeah, the trauma's still there. Yeah.
Okay. Is there
So,
anything like I was asking if there's anything my guides would recommend me to do to process?
well, you can dive into what a Dark Atlantean energy feels like. It's up to you. Like a meditation to see what that feels like to release it, like what they look like, and
Yeah.
bring healing to release them.
Gotcha.
Well, they are definitely still haunting you for sure.
Yeah. All right. Thank you
Like
very
they're
much.
in black robes and things like that. They're
What's
connected to. It looks like they're in black robes. They're connected to Agartha right now.
Connected to Agartha? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like black magician type things.
Okay. Thank you.
Blessings, thank you. Sounds like they've been playing the same game with trying to clone people since day one of Atlantis there. So I guess that's what they say, Atlantis energies are still here and we're clearing that karma. All right, thank you for that. Up next we've got Karam.
Hi there.
Yes.
My first question. It seems like I'm moving sooner than I thought. 2 days ago, I had it planned that I would delay it so I could go there with a stronger vibration. Am I wrong, or am I gonna move much sooner?
Well, I believe it's up to you. Is it up to you? Feels like it's up to you.
So it could be tomorrow, or it could be in 2 weeks.
It feels like the 2 weeks is still going to happen. What we pick up on. If you want it 2 weeks, it can be 2 weeks. It can be tomorrow if you want it to be tomorrow. I don't think you want it tomorrow.
No, because the internet thing is still it's out of my hands. So it could happen tomorrow. If it's cut tomorrow, I have to move tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? If it's moved tomorrow, because my job is so I can't work from home. If my internet company, which is completely unclear now, if they cut the internet here tomorrow, I move tomorrow. So I'm not sure how much is me manifesting that or how much is.
Well, it feels like the person living there has something to do with that, at least the energy of it.
Right.
So I guess they're trying to move you in quicker. That's that person there.
All right.
So what's
So
going to happen
don't do
with
what
that
he
is
wants.
not clear. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Because it's like all over the place from what I can see.
It's okay.
It feels like you can delay it. You can still do your 2 weeks somehow, but we're not 100% on that one.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so same subject. My second question. So I'm going there. I think I know which lifetimes or which aspects I'm healing by going there. But I'm asking my question is I'd like your input on the two approaches. I'm going there. I'm fighting voluntarily. I'm fighting actively, or I'm fighting by holding a strong vibration in the midst of constant attacks to my weaknesses. So one approach is like I go there, I bring the Jesus energy, and I push it forward upon those negative beings and the violet flame and the spells and whatnot. And the other approach is I go there, I'm just myself, and they throw everything they have at me. I'm gonna take a beating, but then I climb back through all those attacks. You know what I mean? What can you comment on those two approaches?
Well, I mean, it's good to just go there as a normal person, just look normal, but still do your energy healing and everything. All your protection that you want to do. Please do all of what you feel like you need to do. There is a feline energy with you and that person. like the two of you have fought each other as feline beings in your past. So, and I believe that person trying to take your energy. That's like a wizard. So, I mean, you're technically a wizard too. So, but I feel like you're being protected by the feline. I believe you have a cat there. That's an indication of being protected by the feline.
Okay, well, I'm bringing my cat. He has 2 cats there. I believe I'm befriending his cats, which his cats
Okay.
are agitated because of
You're
all the
there,
stuff going on.
yeah. You're there to shake things up, so it's okay. It's
okay.
done. It's done the way it's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, and
So
my cat will be my cat will find balance there too, right?
yeah, your cat's cool, and the other two are kind of like Siamese almost.
Many thanks. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. All right, thank you again, Ayo, for coming in.
Yes.
Up last this evening is me. Greetings. For my first question, I understand I'm needed at my current level of consciousness, but how do you see my soul amnesia clearing as I feel more me and less filtered?
Well, yes, your next year, I feel like you're connecting more to the moon's frequency, so most likely be guided out of where you're currently at. But it
Right.
would be a long process. It feels like August. It might be sooner than that. But you're just getting yourself together on what you want to do now. Is what it seems like.
Yeah, yeah, and it felt like I had all the options in the world available before the pandemic, and then I kind of got sidelined with that. So now I've just kind of been stacking my chips and making
Yeah,
plans.
that's
Yeah,
good. Well, it's kind of like your stealth at this point,
right, right.
which is necessary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess it'll clear up more. That's just the filtered feeling I'm having, where I just can't even make these plans or have a clear set idea of what
Not
I
time.
want. But yeah,
It's not time yet, but when you do move, I feel like you will be kind of stealth there too. Like you'll live there, but you won't really connect to the population. All like you don't really need that.
yeah, yeah. Because I guess like I've been kind of fascinated with motorcycles lately after getting ideas from the channelings about moving to Colorado and different things like that. I guess it's helping keep my spirits up as I heal my root chakra and I as I make plans for the future or attempt to. But do you have any messages on like why I feel so pulled towards like this change in my life? It's like just losing my car, getting a
Yeah.
motorcycle, or I have no idea, but it's just something that won't leave me alone.
No, that's all good. That's like a dream, but you're manifesting, so that's positive because it helps you feel better. I feel that one of the reasons why I have not left is because of your father's energy. Something about him trying to rule over you or trying to control you.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
So I believe there's just a timeline there that has not been fully cleared yet, but you're getting there. So every once in a while, I think about going to this place and that place and he picks that up and he doesn't like it.
Is he trying to keep a leash on me or keep me
a
close?
little bit, but it feels like you're resolving. So when you do like what you need to resolve with him, it might not be the clearest because he blocks it sometimes. So if you're outside, like you're not there physically, like you step out, roam around, and just like, okay, what's our connection? It feels like he'll come through more clearly because you're in his energy field a lot, so it's difficult to see.
Yeah, we kind of live peacefully. Well, it's a lot more easier going than it was, when I was a kid. But yeah, if you would talk to him, you'd say he'd like be the first one to see me out the house. But if he's like holding me here, I thought that was like more my mother's energy. But if he's still keeping a leash on me,
Feels like it's
that's
him. Well, I think he's more worried about you, but also he's worried about his own health. He's worried about his health, and he's not sure if he can take care of himself.
No, with the energies here,
Yeah,
it's like
just
I kind
he's
of
getting.
bring a balancing to it.
Yeah, he's getting older. He's a little bit afraid of getting old, and he says, "Oh, a lot of fears of just not be able to take care
Maintain
of
the
himself."
house, yeah, the house and all that, yeah.
It feels like more about his health. He's just worried, like if you leave, he'll get weaker and not be as strong as he is now.
So he's kind of, is it like it's not a leeching energy or anything like that,
No,
but it's just my presence there kind
it's
of keeps him
yeah,
young.
yeah. It's like it's a contract, but you
Uh,
can break it. Um, You'll know when the right time is. You will leave eventually, though. Can't keep that up.
Yeah, hopefully it's on terms that empower both of us.
Yeah, that's what you're waiting for. Yeah, it has to be at the right time so you can have a smooth transition. If you leave right now, the vibrations will not be healthy.
Yeah, I've tried that before, and saw like came back the house was like medieval times. They ripped up the walls and everything like that. So it's interesting what happens when I'm not there. All right, all right. Well, thank you again. Blessings. Much love.
Blessings to you all. Yes, send you Jupiter's energies for the twilight in your astral realms.